Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Invest Today. In today's video, we are talking about Mohnish Pabrai and his new interview with Lauren Templeton. Can you believe that Mohnish Pabrai came out and said that if he had a small amount of money right now today, he would put all his time and energy in Turkey? What does that really mean? Does that mean that he would forgo all his US investments and just think about Turkey, not even think about India, as India is probably one of the fastest growing economies that we have today? Guys, we gotta answer these questions and your thoughts about his comments on saying that. But before we get into the video, guys, can you please like this video, subscribe to my channel? I'm always providing you guys with so much new content. So click that like button, click that subscribe button right now. If you haven't been keeping up with Mohnish Pabrai, he's been saying that he loves Turkey and he loves visiting Turkey. Some guy back in 2018, one of his friends showed him around Turkey, Ben Graham type of investors, and he was just showing him a bunch of companies until he finally, I think, made an investment in 2019 in a company called Reysas. And Reysas was probably one of his first or second investments. He probably has a lot of investments in Turkey that you can't see. He kind of just talks about Reysas, and that's just me speculating. But anyways, with this company, he talks about it a lot in so many different interviews, saying how undervalued the Turkey market is because everyone ran from the market because the macro environment. Inflation is at a crazy rate, which is very understandable why people would leave. The government is probably way too unstable for them. So you have people running away from the markets. On top of that, you have a lot of people in the Turkey market, a lot of the citizens, they just gamble the stock. They don't care about the stock. They don't care about investing. They just gamble it to make money very, very quick. So he sees Turkey as a blessed place to make a lot of money. So his investment in Reysas already 4x, man. He already 4x'd it in his investment, and he still says this investment is cheap. It's not at its real intrinsic value. So Turkey as an investment for him is amazing. But in my head, I'm just like, damn, doesn't he know a lot more about India since he's from India? I feel like India has such a big universe and so much diverse companies with a more probably stable government, not as high inflation as Turkey, that he could probably kill it in India as well. It's growing so fast. It's probably growing way faster than Turkey at this point. So for him to say this is like, damn, he's kind of forgoing India to invest a lot of money in Turkey. That was where he would put all his money in. And this just goes to show you that really looking at these obscure markets is where to go and how you generate these high returns. Because that's what Warren Buffett, that's what Charlie Munger has said in the past. If they had small amount of money, they're looking for the biggest discrepancy from price and their valuation of the company. And guess where that's going to be? That's not going to be in the US, that's not going to be in Canada, in the UK. You got to think about it. That's going to probably be in China right now, probably in Turkey, probably in Southeast Asia, all of these places, man, where people are not really looking at, or they're discounting the companies because they're in crazy environments. Because Warren Buffett said he was generating 50% plus returns through the end of 1950. In the next 10 years, he was gaining 50% returns. And he was beating the Dow like crazy, and people were praising him during that time, all learning from Ben Graham. He was able to get a lot for his money because the time was perfect to invest. He's saying the time now is not the same back then, where there's so many discounts and so many crazy stocks and a lot of nets that he was able to find these things. This is probably what Mohnish Pabrai is seeing in Turkey. He's seeing that same crazy market. Companies worth billions, but they're selling for like 20 million, as he mentioned with Reysas. So he's seeing those huge opportunities. And Reysas, remember, it's one of the biggest warehouse operators in Turkey. Guys, this is crazy because he's saying in those markets that there's a 97% chance that one of the companies that you invest in Turkey is not going to be legit, or the company is not good enough, that type of theme. So your opportunity in Turkey is going to be, you have to go there and actually see the companies yourself and talk to management, which is extremely exclusive to Mohnish Pabrai and no one else, unless you live there and you actually understand the market. But with that being said, you have to be able to distinguish these companies, and it's going to be hard for you to do that. So sticking to your circle of competence is going to become crucial in this time. You are not going to be able to do that, invest in these obscure markets. He's buying companies in Turkey with a strong competitive advantage. And for you to find that out, you have to go there again. What he's saying about investing a small amounts of money in Turkey, that is just for him or for the people in Turkey. It's not for mere mortals like us that live in places like US and Canada. It's just not going to happen. You have to invest in what you know and what you think is going to be the potential of the business. If you don't live there, if you don't know the market, you don't know how stuff progresses, it's not going to be an investment for you. Turkey is not going to be it. So remember that investing in your circle of competence is probably going to be way more important than generating these high 40, 50% returns going into these obscure markets or these companies that don't have a lot of people following them. So if we're just averaging 15 to 20%, that's going to be way better than getting into these markets and maybe you average 50% in 2-3 years, but you get killed in the next 2 to 3 years because you thought this company was going to be this, but it's a fraud. So guys, when Mohnish Pabrai says this, you can't always just do it. You have to do your own research. You have to actually companies that you really truly understand the projections of their earnings. What do you guys think about investing your hard-earned money in these different places, like maybe like India, maybe like Thailand, Turkey? What do you guys think about that? Leave your comments down below and subscribe to my channel. Peace.